more possibilities besides the one we just explained on our other stream. You can that on the other stream that we made about this. Now, another theory is that there is humans on this planet. Speaking of, how can eggs build tall skyscrapers with their very stubby and maybe don't even have legs and arms? Good theory. What about Bob's Ramen? Why would they make a picture of a human if they didn't know what a human was? Why would they make a picture of a watermelon if they didn't know what a watermelon was? Why would they capture a bunny if this wasn't planet Earth and make the bunny do DJs? Eggs. Let me speak to my stream, Neon. I think eggs are aliens from another planet, and they've settled on planet Earth hundreds of years ago. They're so used to the environment now, they can actually breathe oxygen. Cool, right? But I'm thinking that they let the humans slip by. They didn't probably kill off all the humans. They probably let like a couple billion survive. They maybe killed off a couple to study. But they probably didn't kill a lot of humans. They probably let most of them just survive and live with them in harmony. But the cars, however, the cars that they found the humans were using cars for a long time. But the eggs found out how to program the cars to make them act like a living creature. And this is where the cars begin to live an actual life. The cars begin to live actual lives. But then the eggs found out they can use them for entertainment purposes, said the humans. They started to use the cars and gladiator areners, and the humans were forced to watch as their cars, which they paid billions, millions, sometimes dollars for, to pay for them. The eggs agreed with the humans long ago that as long as they would supply them cars, the humans could live peacefully. And so that's what the humans did. Ford handed over their contract to the eggs. Chevy, Honda, all the car companies now belong to the eggs. Even Nissan, the Skyline, that was handed over to the eggs. The McLarens, Bugattis, every car company was handed over to them. And now there's almost no car companies for the humans. Humans are forced to use bikes. Humans are forced to use... Sometimes humans barely have any trucks because there's only one truck company that the humans actually can use. They use this cruddy new truck company made by the eggs called Exia. Exia is a new company made by the eggs, meaning the eggs supply the trucks for the humans, but they're really bad quality, and the humans are forced to live a peaceful, but, how do I say this, stressful life with the eggs. People in eggs, I think, can speak the same language as humans, because how would that work? How would they sign a contract? How would they use English if eggs didn't know English? So that's my theory, part 2. Another theory. Eggs have been on this planet for a long time, and eggs have grown along with the humans. The humans began to realize that the eggs were starting to populate the planet much more than them. So the humans decided to let the eggs get cars. Now, when these eggs got cars, they began to use them for other stuff, but besides transportation. They used them to ram into each other, and they used them to do other stuff. But then they programmed the cars to go on their own. Hence, when Rocket League started, the eggs created this sports event called Rocket League, where every week, every day, they would have a sports event at the stadium where people could watch as the cars get demoed, be tortured, and live in poverty with the other people. Now, I don't say that cars live in houses by themselves. This theory suggests that cars are forced to live in their owners' houses, in the garages and stuff like that. If hockey. Neo, let me talk. But there's another theory to this. Theory number 4, Neon's theory. Neon suggests that cars were made to replace human sports. We have cars because they were made for sports. Cars were made for sports. So since the eggs took over, since we know the eggs are aliens, since the eggs took over the human civilization, they began to make cars to replace the human sports. And the human sports were now played by cars. Soccer. Soccer is basically casual mode. They replaced humans playing soccer, and now they have cars playing soccer. Hence the name car, soccer. The gridiron event, which people have definitely played before, was an event to honor football, a human sport, but it's played by cars. Hockey event, snow day. Eggs didn't know what hockey was, so they saw the two things. They thought since hockey was played in snowy weather or icy weather, they just decided to call it snow. But usually it's on weekdays, so they call it snow day. Perfect. Okay, we're going on a roll now. Drop shot. And rumble, you asked. What's that? Rumble is a little bit like lacrosse. You have plungers, you can catch the ball. Lacrosse wasn't a popular sport, but once an egg found out about it, it got popular. Rumble's a modified version of lacrosse. But drop shot, nobody knows. Drop shot's one of the biggest mysteries ever. But here's my theory about drop shot. Drop shot is another modified version of basketball, which the eggs also made. They made it because they thought of a new sport and they wanted to use it. That's another theory, and that's the theory that Neon has. And Neon also brought up that they have the Rocket League Championship Series because the best people who own the best cars get to use their slaves to fight in the battle for them. And the egg that wins, the egg that's car wins, gets to get $1 million out of it. The people, there's only one person, barely any people sign up for the RLCS because eggs are amazing at it. Although Rocket League is depicted of another universe. This is not the Earth we know. This is another universe. And I don't know what I'm going to call this. I'm going to call this Universe RL for Rocket League. But if you didn't know, Psyonix actually traveled to another universe and found this world. And then they decided to put it into a game. And they put this into a game. And it shows what they saw into this world. There. That is the end of Rocket League lore.